Hello everyone, welcome to this 30 minutes yoga class for surfers. It is also suitable for anyone who is looking for a whole body deep stretch, focusing more on our upper back, our shoulders and arms. So let's find a comfortable seated position. Just take a few moments here to settle in. Maybe you want to bring your hands in prayer. Just setting intention for this practice. Whenever you are ready, you can release your hands, making some circles with our neck. Keep your eyes closed here. And we reverse the circle towards the opposite side. Slow and gentle. Coming back to center. Now making some rolls, some circles with our shoulders. Moving it up and backwards. 2 more times. And we reverse the direction from backward to forward. Really warming up our entire shoulder girdle, our arms. With each exhalation, invite a little bit more space into your body, into your mind. And coming back to center, release. Now bring your fingers on top of your shoulders, starting to close, draw a big circle with your elbows. You're really moving your whole shoulder girdle, your scapula, your shoulder blades. Bring a little bit mindfulness into your practice. Let's reverse the direction towards the opposite side. Last round. And release. Next inhale, sending your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, you can pulling yourself towards your right side. Right hand landing on the mat, reach your left arm over towards your ears. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale, left hand pulling towards your left. A big side body opening, landing your left hand on the mat, extending your right arm towards your left. Inhale, back to center, flipping your palms up. Exhale, rounding your spine, bring your hands in front of you. Inhale, arms up, arching your spine. Exhale, chin towards your chest, round your spine. Once again, inhale. And exhale, continue on your own pace. A seated cat and cow here. Release your arms down back to the mat. We're going to transition into a tabletop. So finding your shoulders over your wrists, your knees underneath your hips, finding a neutral spine here. Your next inhale, sending your right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right arm goes underneath your left armpit. Finding a thread and needle, your left hand can either stay where it is, extend it forward, or lifting up towards the sky. Stay here for 1 breath. Inhale, left hand come back to center, reach your right arm up. Exhale, back to center. Next inhale, left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle on the other side. You can bring your left ear down towards the mat. Right hand either extended forward or maybe lifting up towards the sky. Relax your lower back. Your next inhale, sending your right hand back to center, lifting up your right arm. Exhale, back to the tabletop. Next inhale, drop your belly, gaze look up. Exhale, rounding your spine, sending your hips back, finding a child's pose. Inhale, hips forward, drop your belly, gaze look up. Exhale, rounding your spine, sending your hips back. So a combination of child's pose and cat and cow. A few more rounds on your own pace. Maybe close your eyes, connecting the movement with your breath. On your next inhale, moving your hips forward, bring your pelvic floor down towards the mat. Shoulders over your wrists, coming into an upward facing dog. Exhale, sending your hips back, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Maybe walking your dogs, bending one knee after another. Just stretching the back side of your legs. Relax your neck. Your spine is straight. Maybe moving your head towards any direction. Pushing that tailbone up as high as you can. Your next inhale, gaze look between your hands, walking towards your hands until you land behind your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift, straight leg, straight spine. Exhale, fold forward, grabbing the opposite elbows, starting to swing yourself side to side. Stay in this ragdoll fall here. Release your arms, starting to pressing through your feet, lifting your spine up inch by inch. Come back to standing. Inhale, sending your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, expanding your chest. Cactus your arms. Inhale, back to center, neutral spine. Exhale, cactus your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Last time, inhale, back to center. Exhale, cactus your arms. Now extending your arms back, interlace your fingers, pulling your hands away from your body. Take a big inhale. Exhale, dive forward, bending into your knees, pushing your chest towards your thigh, pulling your hands away from your body. Deep stretch on your shoulders, on your arms. Just noticing the sensations of the stretch. Maybe swing yourself a little bit side to side. Keep pulling that hands away from your body. Release your hands down back to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly rise up, sending your arms up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Let's come to the top of your mat, finding a high mountain here. Stand up nice and tall, rooting down through your feet. Engaging your quads. Your next inhale, reach your arms up, lifting up your right knee, bending into your right knee. Exhale, lean your body forward, bring that leg back, finding a warrior 3 for a second, bending into your left leg. A big step back, landing on your toes, high lunge. Drop your right knee down. Keep your arms lifting up, relax your shoulders, pushing your hips down and forward. Your next inhale, bring your hands down back to the mat. We're going to shift our hips back, finding a half split, opening up our hamstrings. Your next inhale, coming back into a low lunge. Exhale, shifting hips back, half split. So we are going to do this for 3 more times, really opening up our hamstrings and our hips. And we land in the half split. We're staying here. Then from here, we're going to slide our left leg back, straighten that leg first, squaring your hips. Then kick that leg up, bending into the knees, sending our right hand back to grab to catch that foot in our hands, finding a tiger pose. Feeling the stretch on your right shoulder, pulling that foot away from your hands, lifting up your chest, and release, landing the ball of the foot towards the mat, just shifting way backward and forward, stretching out our toes. And we're going to pivot our right knee 90 degrees out, finding a supported side plank, sending that left arm up, maybe over towards your ears, a big side body stretch. Lifting up your torso, come back to center, left hand on your left leg, reach your right arm up, over, bending towards the opposite side. Then bring our left hand back, both hands back to the mat, coming back into a tabletop. From here, walking our hands forward, finding a big poppy stretch. So keep that hip on top of the knees, just relaxing your forehead down towards the mat. Relaxing your lower back, noticing the sensations on your shoulders. Lifting up our gaze, we're going to bring our forearm down towards the mat, shifting our hips forward, finding a sphinx pose. Keep lifting that sternum up towards the sky, shoulders away from your ears. Pushing down through the top of your feet. And release. Bring your hands next to your rib cage, sending that hips back. Come back to the downward facing dog. Deep breath here. Next, inhale, slowly walking your hands forward, landing on the back of your wrists. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, slowly lifting all the way up, arms up. Exhale, hands in front of your chest, Samasthiti. Let's do this whole sequence on the other side. So come back to the top of your mat, grounding through your feet. Stand up nice and tall. Whenever you are ready, on your next inhale, bring your arms up, lifting up your left knee this time. And slowly, we're going to lean our body forward as we kick our leg back. You can bend into your right knee. Take big step back, landing on the mat, high lunge. Right knee on top of your right ankle. Drop your left knee down to the mat, low lunge. Keep that shoulders away from your ears. Keep pushing that hips down and forward with each exhalation. And release your hands down back to the mat. Coming into a half split, pushing that hips back as we straighten our front leg, feeling the sensations on your hamstrings. And we're going to repeat into the low lunge and half split. So as you inhale, lifting your hips, moving forward. As you exhale, push your hips back, half split, 2 more times. And we are going to stay in a half split. From here, slide our right leg back, extending that legs back, then bending into your knees. If you can, bring your left hand back to grab that foot into your hands, finding a tiger on the other side. Really pulling that foot, kicking that foot away from your body as you're feeling a more intense stretch on your shoulders. Release, landing on the mat, shifting your weight backward and forward. And now we are going to pivot our left heel toward 90 degrees out, opening towards the side of the mat. A supported side plank, reach your arms over towards your ears, a big stretch. Big inhale, coming back to center. And bending towards the opposite side. A right hand on your right leg. And coming back to center. coming back into the tabletop. Once again, walking our hands forward, finding a big puppy stretch. This time, adding more shoulder stretch. You can bring your hands in prayer if you can. Bring your hands together, feeling a little bit more stretch on your shoulders. Again, relax that lower back. Now bring your forearm down towards the mat, shifting your hips, pelvic floor forward. And relax your forehead down towards the mat. Relax everything down. Preparing for the locust pose, sending your hands back, interlace your fingers. Inhale to lifting up everything from the mat, lifting up your chest. And exhale, release. Once again, inhale, lifting up your hand, your chest, your foot, pointing your toes. Exhale, release. One last round. Inhale to pick up your chest off the mat, pulling your hands away from your body, lifting up your feet, pointing your toes, lifting up your gaze. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, release. Release everything down. Bring your hands next to your rib cage, pushing through your hands, sending your hips back, coming back to our downward facing dog. Deep breath here, taking a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Whenever you are ready, your next inhale, sending your right leg up towards the sky. Exhale, step into between your hands. Coming into a warrior one, back heel down, arms up. Your hips are square. Now interlace your hands back, your fingers back, pulling your hands away from your body. Inhale, opening up your chest. Exhale, dive forward. Try to bring your forehead closer towards the mat. Really stretching out your shoulders and your upper body, opening up your hips as well. Release your hands down, bring your right hand inside of your right foot, sending your left arm up over towards your ears. Extended side ankle. Your hips are opening towards the long edge of the mat. Pushing through your feet, we're going to come back into a warrior two. Straighten your front leg, shifting your hips back and hinge your body forward, finding a triangle pose. Your right hand can land on your shin, on your foot, and sending your left arm up towards the sky, opening up your chest. And release. Bring your left hand down back to the mat. Easy twist, sending your right arm up. You can bring your left knee down towards the mat, adding a quad stretch. Maybe your right hand can reach back to grab that left foot into your hands, pulling that foot closer towards your hips, feeling a little bit intenser the stretch. And release your foot back, coming into a lizard pose. Here you can find your variation of lizard pose, just relaxing your both hands inside of your right foot, opening up our hips, sending all your breath down towards your hips, and step that right foot back into a high plank, finding your vinyasa here. Inhale to upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Let's continue on the other side. Inhale, left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, stepping that left foot in between your hands, coming into a warrior one, back heel down, arms up, relaxing your shoulders, engaging your core. Swiping your hands back, interlace your fingers, pulling your hands away from your body. Inhale, lifting up your chest. Exhale, dive forward into humble warrior. keep your both hands away from your body. And we release, bring your left hand inside of your left foot, opening your chest towards your right side. Reach your arms over your ears, alongside your ears. Maybe gaze look towards your hand, your lifting arm. Extended side angle. Pushing through your both feet, lifting your torso up, opening yourself to the side of the mat, coming into a warrior 2. Now right waist, straighten your front leg, transitioning into Trikonasana triangle pose. Lifting your arms up, your backs are straight. And release your both hands inside of left foot and sending your left arm up towards the sky, twisting towards your left, finding an easy twist. Stacking your left shoulder on top of the right, gaze look towards your lifted arm, dropping your right knee down towards the mat. So once again, finding that quad stretch. If you did on the other side, reach your left hand back to grab that foot into your hands and just pulling your heel towards your hips, noticing the sensations on your quads, opening up your chest. And release. You can bring your both hands inside of your left foot, finding your variation of lizard pose, either stay on your hands or lowering down into forearms. Just settling into the stillness, noticing the sensations on your hips. Breathe. One last breath here. And we slowly come back on our hands. If you are on your forearms, step our left leg back, starting to rock back and forward. And we're going to bring our step our right foot forward, come into a malasana. So pointing your toes out, heels in, sending your hips down towards the mat. Hands in prayer, elbows pushing against your knee. Elongating your spine, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your gaze, softening your jaw. Finding your way, sitting down on the mat, bring your hips down to the mat. Allow your knees to fall apart, bring your sole of the feet together. Inhale, lengthening your spine, creating space. Exhale, fold forward into butterfly pose. Another deep hip opening pose. Just allow the gravity to help you to go deeper, relaxing your forehead, your shoulders, your back. And slowly lifting up your gaze, lean your body back, straighten your legs forward, pointing your toes. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, fingers pointing towards the top of the mat, preparing for the reverse plank pose. Whenever you are ready, pushing through your hands and your feet to bring your hips up. Bring your chest as high as possible towards the sky, squeezing your glutes, trying to bring your both feet, solid feet down towards the mat. And slowly release, bring your hips down, coming back to center. Sit up nice and tall here into Dandasana. Inhale, sending your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Hands can land on any part of your legs. Just allow your forehead to fall closer towards your legs. Deep breath here, slowing down our heartbeat, slowing down our practice. And slowly walking your hands towards you to lifting up your torso. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest and crossing that foot to the opposite leg. Inhale, sending your right hand back on your hips. And as you exhale, twisting towards your right, your left hand can keep pushing your right knee in towards your belly. Gaze look towards your right. Your spine is straight here. And exhale, back to center. Straighten your right knee. And we bring our left knee into our chest, and this time twisting towards our left. Keep anchoring our left knee in towards our belly, in towards our chest. Gaze look towards your left shoulder. Lengthening your spine. Last big inhale. And exhale back to center. Release your both legs forward. And we are going to come all the way down towards the mat on our backs, lying down. Bending into your knees, planting your feet hip distance apart. Bring your palms facing down next to your body, preparing for the bridge pose. Bring your knees over your ankles. Whenever you are ready, pressing through your feet and your arms to lifting up your hips as high as you can. Interlace your fingers, interlace your hands underneath your spine if you need more support from your back. Really lifting up your hips, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your knees in instead of external rotate. Last big in breath. And exhale, release, bring your hips down back to the mat. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Tuck your chin towards your chest, lifting up your head, rounding your spine. And exhale, release. Bring your solid feet towards the sky, opening up your knees wide. So finding a happy baby here, grabbing the outer edge of your feet with your hands. Just starting to rock side to side. Try to push your knees towards the mat. Our very last posture before we land in Shavasana. So really give yourself this time to relax your body. And whenever you are ready, you can slowly release your legs, sending it out, finding your Shavasana. Allow your legs to be wider than your shoulders. Your feet falling apart to each other, hands facing towards the sky. Allow your whole body to relax for a few minutes here. Just finding the rhythm of your breath. Surrender into the stillness, surrender into your breath. I'm going to leave you all here in Shavasana, so you can stay here for as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I hope to see you next one. Namaste.